This week on Coyote Country, the first half of the show features yours truly as I head out for a day's worth of coyote hunting during early November. The second half of the show features some coyote hunting with my dad, Robert. It was just about 2 years ago when I introduced my dad to coyote hunting. One thing led to another, and well, let's just say he liked it so much he even went and purchased his own Foxborough collar and coyote rifle. Pretty cool considering he just turned 71 years young this year. Just goes to show you you're never too young to get hooked on coyote hunting. Now let's get to that Alberta coyote action.
This looks like a good setup as any. We got a big bush in the back. We got cattle sitting up here. Should be real perfect. Okay, Ted, no pressure, bud. But hopefully third time's a charm. Let's go. So we're here on our third setup of the morning. It's just before 10 a.m. Throw in a couple shells of the Hornady Super Performance 50 grain VMAX. And hopefully Ted brings us some luck. No pressure, Ted. Let's throw the speaker on here.
Now this coyote was smart, and he wasn't about to drop his guard without first going downwind and checking things out. Unfortunately for us, he went around the far corner and entered the bushes where he went out of sight in an effort to get our scent. But thankfully for us, coyote number 2 showed up on the set and the game was back on again. Coyote number 2 seemed to be a little more relaxed, even though the cows gave him a little bluff charge.
That's how it all comes together. Took 3 stands, but it finally worked out. We had the first coyote come in and circle us downwind and went into these trees. I'm sure he winded us, but kind of disappointing. And then all of a sudden, just like that, second one's coming in. And that's why I love coyote hunting. Just, it's ups and downs, highs and lows. And we got a white-bellied coyote down. And those cows don't have to worry about another predator bugging them during the day. I don't know about you, but I think there's a big crowd of cattle that are happy that we got that coyote. Have a look over there. There's a big meeting, a big beef meeting. And I think they got a beef with that coyote. Right on, let's go get her. So here we are in the heart of Lakeland country, and we got a coyote down. It's November 1st, it's 1 degree. And tell you, you talk about your highs and lows when you're coyote hunting. We had that male coyote come in. He came in on a pup in distress, but he circled downwind right away and then disappeared out of sight. But a couple more minutes later, with that puppy in distress, and this female came in, and we ranged the shot. It's 160 yards. Couldn't be any happier. Get that first coyote out of the way for the rest of the season. It's a little bit different out here, I have to admit. I kind of feel naked without my snow camo. Usually November 1st out in this country, we've got snow to deal with and blend in easier, and the coyotes stick out a little bit better. But anyways, this coyote, she's down for the count, and we're off to do another stand, and hopefully we can find some more.
We did a lot of stands that day, and the next thing you knew, we were already on stand number 7, with the evening light slowly fading away. Up to this point, we only had the one coyote down, but little did we know that stand number 7 had some luck to share with us. So figuring it was stand number 7 and all, I decided to start off with Lucky Bird, and it wasn't 2 minutes before we had some company. If you watch closely, as Susan's panning the field, you'll see the coyote bust from the bushes out on the left-hand side of the screen. Now, being it was so early into the stand, I flipped over the Fox Pro to the go-to call, puppy in distress. It did take a few minutes, but eventually we were surprised by a large male coyote that showed up on the edge of the bush wondering what all the commotion was about. Double.
That's 3 coyotes. That was our 7th setup. Just when you think your day is not going so good, then that happens. And you totally redeem yourself. Oh. Well, the first one came in on a Lucky Bird and came in, I don't know, 80-yard shot. And then we're just getting ready to pull stand. Actually had puppy in distress going on for a few minutes, and 2 small bushes here, really thick stuff, really good coyote habitat. And we were actually standing up, and he stepped out of the bushes there, so Susan was able to get him on camera, and the rest is history. That last shot was close to 250, so. Welcome to Coyote country. Ooh, that's a big dog. That's a really good sized dog. It's a nice looking dog, nice pale. And it's a male too. Right on, look at that big woolly chest on him. So we're gonna load up this bad boy here and bring him out to his buddy. And we'll collect our thoughts over there and we'll do a wrap up. Oh, that is a heavy dog. know what they say about the number 7, eh? It's lucky. Well, this was stand 7 and it proved to be real lucky for us. We got a double header here. First coyote was a female that came in on the lucky bird. I'll say she wasn't such a lucky coyote. And then shortly after, we had this male come in on a puppy in distress. And you know, pretty good day all in all. 7 setups and we had 4 coyotes and 3 that hit the dirt. So great way to end the day. And I know this bush here where these 2 coyotes are living in, it's all cultivated field and you wouldn't think this was a place to stop, but we were able to call out 2 with the Fox Pro and put them down. So I know the farmers are gonna be happy. So, well, we gotta sled these things back to the truck, and I don't know if we're gonna have enough time here for daylight. We gotta see what time it is, but let's get at her.
Don't go away. We'll be right back for more action on Coyote Country.
Join Coyote Country on Facebook for live updates or check us out at coyotecountry.ca.
Now we reach the halfway point of the show, and this is where I like to switch it up and share with you some of my hunts with my dad, Robert. First, a couple things that you need to know before we roll the footage. The first segment you're about to watch is my dad's first time ever hunting coyotes. Secondly, I have to remind you this is vintage video, which means this is filmed back in the day when we had our old camera, but it's only for a few minutes, and it really helps paint a picture of how much enjoyment my dad had hunting those coyotes for the first time. It definitely was one for the memory bank. Well, I'm out hunting here with my dad. This is the second setup of the day. And my dad put a coyote down at 89 yards. But I'm going to let him tell the story here. So what do you think about this coyote hunting?
Well, it's pretty exciting.
Far shot?
No, not too far. Pretty close. They sure come in pretty fast.
How many minutes were we running?
Well, about 3 minutes, I guess, or less.
Well, you sure smacked him good. He dropped in his tracks.
I'm anxious for the next one.
It's addicting, eh?
Oh, sure is.
Well, let's go see. Let's go get your coyote. See what kind of shape he's in. He looks like a good one.
Looks like a nice male.
Big dog.
Well, I finally got my first dog here this morning. A good start to the day.
Now, I can't promise all those shots are going to be 89 yards. You realize that, eh?
Well, no, the next time I'll let it come a little closer.
Oh, okay, okay. Right on, big male.
Yeah, real nice.
Right there. Just tight, just tight. Okay, you're on him.
Hey, number 2 dog.
So what do you think of that dog?
Well, it's pretty good for a good start to the morning. Number 2.
Are you liking those far shots?
I sure like them.
55 yards this time.
I cut the distance in half.
Well, we had two come in. They're coming in pretty hard.
Oh, they were on the... it's amazing. I'm bewildered.
Nothing to it, I guess.
What to do it? Number 3 for today. A little smaller this time, still a little different color.
Yeah, it's not often we get a fox on video. Nice fox. Another far shot. 58 yards.
Yes, sir. You gotta let him come in close.
Well, Dad wanted to do one more setup here before the day ended, and I wasn't sure if we were going to get enough camera light, but anyways, 2 coyotes came out to the left, and I got Dad's attention, and they were able to sweep around us. I was able to get the one coyote to stop for Dad, and made the shot on him at 73 yards, so second furthest shot of the day. So what do you think of all this coyote action?
Oh, I could do that day in and day out.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know that, not every day ends up like this. You know that, eh?
Oh, I do. But number 4 today, third coyote.
Yeah.
Number 3 was a nice red fox. So yeah, it's been a good day.
I'll say. Well, how about we go pick up that coyote and call her a day?
You betcha. Looks like a female to me.
That's a big female.
Big female.
Wow.
Yeah, nice looking.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice
the
fur.
fur's looking really good. Yeah, we're losing some light here, so you throw that rope on and we'll drag her back to the truck, I guess. So good morning, it's November 14th here, and I'm here with my dad, Robert. We're up in the Peace Country. It's just after 7 a.m. and it's -8 with a wind from the southeast here. And then we've got the new Fox Pro Shockwave here that we're gonna try here later once we get some camera light. But so wish us luck. Woo!
Did I get him?
You got him.
I didn't see him fall. I heard a kerplunk.
Good shot.
Number 1.
What's the matter? You didn't see him?
No, I couldn't see him.
He was coming mock chicken.
What chicken?
It is yet. Oh, male. Got ourselves a male coyote. I'm not surprised with that puppy in distress. 2 minutes in, he come charging in to check out the situation. And the situation was 22,250 meets Coyote.
Yes.
You made a good shot. It's a little bit back. And I think we're gonna be a happy farmer. Dad was out here last week before I could show up with the camera, and he got 2 coyotes, so that's 3.
3, yeah.
So that's good. We didn't see the wolf. There's no wolf here this morning, but maybe another day. And the old shockwave did its job.
Hey, that's a good.
Good omen, first setup. So makes me a believer.
Yes,
Hey?
I firmly believe.
Maybe we'll just bring it to the gate.
To the gate and
Okay.
you can come and pick him up there with the wheels.
That wraps up this week's episode of Alberta Coyotes, and don't forget to catch us next week for more action right here on Coyote Country.
Coyote Country was proudly presented by CR Backwoods. Next week's episode is titled Tatonkas of the North, where you can watch Coyote Country's good friend Cale try and harvest his first ever bison in the remote wilderness of northeast Alberta.